But let's go from the West to the East because that's where the Lakers are and talk a little bit about LeBron, who last night opened the door to making his return from an abdominal strain tomorrow night against Boston on ESPN. LeBron told our Dave McMenamin, "I hope," when asked if he would play against the Celtics after missing the past 8 games. And sources close to James told ESPN that there's a 50-50 chance he's going to be back in the lineup at TD Garden. So the Lakers have only won 4 of 10 games that LeBron has missed this season. They're 4-2 with him in the lineup and are averaging 8 more points per 100 possessions when James is on the court. So now welcoming in senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj, take us inside the thought process that could tip the 50-50 scales for LeBron to take the court tomorrow night.
Well, it's simply going to be his recovery, Malika, his mobility, his ability, I think, to play pain-free with that abdominal strain and make that return in Boston where, listen, this is a big game always on the Lakers schedule. One trip a year to Boston. And for LeBron James, who so much of his career has played out in that city, in the regular season with Cleveland and Miami, and certainly in the postseason, this is one certainly he wants to play in. And as he told Dave McMenamin last night, that he was hopeful he'll be able to play. But I think this is going to be closer to a game-time decision.
So earlier this morning, Woj, you reported that NBA GMs are moving closer to finalizing an association. What are GMs concerned about that led to this action, Woj?
General managers have been talking about this formally really since March. You know, there's a coaches association, the trainers have an association, but I think that general managers want, to put in place some framework where, their peers can get support when they get into difficult situations, whether it's legal references, PR professionals, even a legal defense fund. And this is something that really all 30 GMs and other members of the front office, have been discussing. They've got an LLC together, and they've told the league they're headed toward that. And that's something you're going to see finalized here in the fairly near future.